Hi everyone, I'm Rem. Welcome to Speakers Bank podcast, Our Voices, Our Words, Living with a Disability Edition. Our guest for today is Deborah Shefford, and we will talk about how it is to raise a child as a parent with a disability. Hi Deb, thank you for joining us today.
Have you experienced discrimination in terms of being a parent with a disability, and how did you handle it?
We went to a local church, and being that I'm disabled, they only let one parent in on their big conference and in their parent room. So what we ended up doing is putting me in my chair
Mm.
and putting her on my lap so that I could actually be in the main auditorium because they wouldn't let me in with my partner with her pram.
Mm.
So I ended up changing it. I ended up, yeah, doing a week of in my chair because um, they didn't understand that, yeah, I've got to have my partner to help me lift and stuff like that. They just don't understand that. So I had to sort of um, give up my freedom of being able to walk because because I needed his help.
Mm. And how did you feel about it, or how did you handle it?
Um, I didn't feel quite. It wasn't nice. It was to be told off that you can't be with your partner who you need help with. Um, because you have a daughter in a pram, I got very irate because it's like, I've got a disability.
Mm.
Understand the disability, not the. I'm not trying to write the system. I actually need his assistance.
Yeah, so you feel like there was some sort of misunderstanding there
Yeah,
that
and
moment.
and it's sort of discrimination kind of thing because they look at you. Oh, you're able-bodied.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
they
could be,
they don't understand that. Yeah, you have crushed and bulging discs in the lower part of your spine. That one wrong move and you could be permanently in the wheelchair.
yeah. So this kind of related to the next question. What do you think are the biggest issues and barriers that parents with a disability face in terms of raising their children?
Um, that that because not um I'm a physical disability, but you can't see it. Um, you do get a lot of discrimination. Like people don't understand. Oh, you can't get down on the floor with her, or you can't have a lot of time with her, or stuff like that. It's and accessing like parks and stuff like that that are um accessible to somebody that I can't run after her.
Mm.
Like, I mean, I have to use a leash for her because otherwise she'd run off on me.
Mm.
I have to use one of the backpacks, and it makes it. You get weird looks because you're leashing your child.
But they don't understand the reason behind it because they think you are okay because they don't see obvious physical disability.
Yeah,
That, yeah,
so they think it's cruel because you're having to put your daughter back, but it's like
yeah. So it's like we still need more awareness and understanding that not all disabilities are visible. That's in
yeah,
line. That's in line with that. That's really timely. What you say is really timely because the 3rd of December is all about International Day of People with Disability, and the theme for this year is not all disabilities are visible.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Great. What kind of sorry you want to say you add to
No,
that then?
no.
Okay. What kind of services and support do you want? Because you are going through this. So, what kind of support and services do you want available for parents with a disability in order for them to be parents that they want to be?
Well, the thing is, I also have seen a lot that some parents actually can't be parents with a disability because they think that it's too risky. And yeah, I think that's not nice. I mean, just put the services next to the parents, not take the child. Sort of, yeah, it would be better if you actually put the support services there than actually take the child or like when my daughter was first born, because of my disability, they wanted to put us in Twiddle, which is a service to teach you how to parent,
Mm.
but they wouldn't take on my carer and my partner. They said there's not enough access. Well, there isn't a place that will be able to have 3 people. They either wanted my carer with me or they wanted my partner with me.
Mm.
They didn't want to actually take the 3 of us on, and didn't realise that we were a family unit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had troubles with them actually letting me keep my daughter because yeah, they wanted me to prove myself, prove my disability, prove how I'd handle my disability with my daughter. It was like, yeah, if you don't prove it, then you can't keep your daughter.
So that time it felt like you did not get the support that you need so you can be a parent to your daughter.
Yeah. It wasn't till the maternal health nurse stepped in and said, no, we'll keep her at home. I will keep an eye on the situation. They will have intensive supervision because I'll be going in every fortnight, then every month, every 3 weeks, then every month, then, yeah, up until she's 2 years old. And they said, okay, fine, we'll let you do that. And that's how I've been able to keep my daughter and been able to parent.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the support of a maternal health nurse and the program that Melton Health had in place, I don't know if I would still have my daughter in my care because of the they got docs involved or DHS
Mm.
because of my disability and my partner's disability.
Mm. That must be hard for you then.
Oh, it was hard because it's like, why do people with disability have to prove themselves? It's like, yeah, we're ridiculed more than the general public.
Mm.
But the general public's allowed to keep their child, and only after a report. But my child was not even born when the report was put in for Human Services,
Mm.
or she was only a newborn.
So it's important that they give people with a disability the opportunity and the right to be a parent as well by giving all these support services that they need.
Yeah, exactly. I actually asked for the support services because I knew that I was going to need support.
Mm.
That I needed a maternal health nurse to help me to navigate the things that I did not know
Mm.
and things like that. I asked for supports, but then they sort of tried to go, well, prove that you can look after her,
Mm.
and we want you to go into a setting that doesn't suit your dynamic of living.
Mm. So there is still a lot to be done in terms of providing support for people with disabilities, especially the parents. Would
Yeah,
you say that? Yeah.
yeah.
So in relation to my last question, Deb, as a future community service or community development worker, what kind of changes do you want to see in the sector for it to be more
Um,
inclusive and responsive to the needs of people with disability?
Actually putting the supports and actually not taking them out of their family home, but actually putting supports where you're visiting them on a regular basis. Let them parent and let them, yeah, like put um set them up with early kinder or um with a play group or something like that, supported play groups and stuff like that, and have a maternal health nurse that comes in regularly and yeah, and have the carer like have a if they've got a carer because they're physically disabled, then have that carer also help look after the child,
Yeah,
not just I'm just here to look after the parent. Yeah.
yeah. Um, from Thanks a lot for that, Deb. Thank you for sharing with us your insights today. So, from what I can understand, there is still more to be done for people with disability and for the disability sector.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us today and your insights and your perspective. So,
And that's it for this episode. Thank you once again, Deb, for joining us today. For more information about Speakers Bank, please call 03-9687-7066 or visit speakersbank.org.au. Please don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.